The story of Calamity Jane, born Martha Jane Canary, is a blend of gritty frontier reality and the tall tales of the American Wild West. She was a woman who defied the rigid gender roles of the 19th century, carving out a reputation as a scout, sharpshooter, and storyteller. Early life from poverty to independence. Born around 1852 in Missouri, Martha Jane was the eldest of 6 children. Her family moved west to Montana during the Gold Rush, a journey plagued by hardship. By the time she was 12, both her parents had died, leaving her to head the household and provide for her siblings. To survive, she took on men's work, discovering early on that she could earn better pay and move more freely if she dressed in trousers and mastered masculine skills like riding and shooting. The legend of Calamity. The origin of her nickname is steeped in myth. Martha Jane claims she earned it in 1872 after rescuing a captain during an ambush in Wyoming. According to her, she caught the falling captain and whisked him to safety, to which he allegedly said, "I name you Calamity Jane, the heroine of the plains." Historians, however, suggest a more grounded origin. She was a woman whose life was often followed by calamity, misfortune. Or perhaps it was a warning to men not to offend her. Life in Deadwood. Calamity Jane is most famously linked to the lawless mining town of Deadwood, South Dakota. In 1876, she arrived in town as part of a wagon train, which famously included Wild Bill Hickok, while Jane later claimed they were married or romantically involved. Most evidence suggests they were simply friends. Hickok was murdered just weeks after arriving in Deadwood. Jane claimed he was the only man she ever truly loved. Beyond her rough exterior, Jane was known for her deep compassion. During a smallpox outbreak in Deadwood, she stayed behind to nurse the sick, often credited with saving lives when others fled in fear. Later years in the Wild West shows. As the frontier closed, Jane's lifestyle became a performance. She joined Buffalo Bill's Wild West show as a storyteller and sharpshooter. However, her heavy drinking and fiery temperament often made it difficult for her to keep a job. She spent her final years traveling between mining camps, selling her autobiography for a few cents to buy whiskey and rooming in cheap boarding houses. Death and legacy. Calamity Jane died in 1903 at the age of 51. Her final request was to be buried next to Wild Bill Hickok in Deadwood's Mount Moriah Cemetery. Some say the townspeople buried her there as a joke on Wild Bill, while others believe it was a final tribute to the woman who was as much a part of the West as the mountains.